George Cal Motor Company Player of the Game is Julius Clark, and also the U.S. Army Player of the Game, Week 3, Newport versus Lonoke, the U.S. Army 5th Recruiting Brigade, Fort Sam Houston, Texas. Congratulations to Julius Clark.
Thank you.
Boy, you had a heck of a football game tonight. You've got all your accolades, the George Cal Motor Company Player of the Game and the U.S. Army Player of the Game. Talk a little bit about your performance out there tonight. Number one, it's a victory for the Hounds, and it's a huge victory for the Hounds. Talk a little bit about it.
Yes, sir, it is. It's great. And it was our last show before conference, and that shows the conference that we're coming to play. We are going to be coming to play, and you play on both sides of the ball. You're a receiver, you're a blocker, you play linebacker, you play cornerback. You were all over the field in that. Let's go back to the interception because we were a little confused. They had a fourth down play. Tell us what happened on that play and tell us what the result was because they ended up bringing the football back. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what it was. They threw a flag. It must have been like a hold or something.
On them. But you did intercept football.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we're good there. We thought you did, and then we thought, well, maybe they said he didn't, and we brought it back. We didn't know exactly, but I want you to talk a little bit about the guys that you play with. First of all, let's talk a little bit about the offensive and defensive lines.
Oh, yeah, they're great. Offensive line, I mean, they're just outstanding. We push them every week in practice. We push them, and then we know we got to push them because they're like it starts with them. So,
Cash throwing the football. We've got a great receiving core. Like being out there on the perimeter and catching that football.
Yes, sir. I love it.
What you look back on tonight's ball game? Any particular play come to mind as being a big play as far as you were concerned? Because you made several big plays tonight.
Yes, sir. I love Pooh Bear's pick six.
Yes, sir.
I had to block on the 10.
Yes, sir.
I had to make sure he got in the end zone.
Boy. Well, I know that you guys play with reckless abandon, defensively, and you get after folks, and it's a tribute to y'all's hard work and that guy standing right there and the coaching staff. Talk a little bit about what these guys preach to y'all all the time and why y'all play so hard, because y'all play hard.
It's just discipline. We gotta go out there and make sure, Coach.
Well, go ahead. You got to make him do what? You go out there for the coach?
We got to make him happy.
You bet you do. You better make him happy, hadn't you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. You better make him happy. But it's okay. And I got to ask you this. I know we talked to you before. Senior year?
Yes, sir.
Outstanding 3-year career. What do you plan on doing after you get out of high school, Julius?
Plan on attending college somewhere.
Okay. Hadn't made any decisions yet?
I'm looking at OBU.
Okay,
yes,
good
sir.
deal, good deal. You gonna try to continue this career that you have here? You gonna continue to try to play a little football, or just go down there and be a student?
Yes, sir. I'm gonna try to continue.
There you go. That's what I thought you would. Well, I know this. I know you're a fine young man. I know you folks, and know a lot of you kin folks, and you play hard. You play with reckless abandon. The George Cal Motor Company Player of the Game, and this is nice right here. I didn't know that we were gonna do this tonight until somebody told me about it before the game. But the U.S. Army Player of the Game, Julius Clark. He had a great football game. You guys continue to play hard, get better. Let's get in this conference season. It could be a great run for the Hounds.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations to you, my friend.
Thanks.
Subway Coaches Report with Mark Hansley. And, Coach, the Newport Greyhounds are 2-1. Yep. And there's never a better time to beat 2-1 than when you beat the Lonoke Jackrabbits.
I'm telling you. And that's what I told the kids even out there is I don't know why this one's so sweet, but it is. It's that final game of the phase one, like we always talk about. And now we're getting ready, and we put everything we can on film, and we've done everything we can to get ready for this conference run that we're about to go on. So it's a good win, big win.
Well, I want to talk about a couple things specifically tonight. We had the big pick six, coming out at halftime, and when you're in the dressing room and you're at Lonoke, and you're down a couple of scores, and you're getting the football, and your whole plan, your whole design is what we're going to do when we get the football, we'll drive it down there and score. And it didn't happen for them, so it all of a sudden changes. Huge playing the football game now.
Let me tell you something about Monquel Cox. That kid, if you've kept up with him, not only last weekend, he had a great game offensively. Look back at the film, and he had a great game defensively.
Right, absolutely.
And same play right there, man. He is just a player. I don't know what to say about him. He was in the right spot at the right time and just made a play. And he almost had another pick down here in midfield. field. So he's a player, and I'm glad he's on our side.
No doubt about it, and it obviously not just changed the momentum. Hounds elect to go for it one time on 4th down and 4. We didn't make it, and they come back 4th and 2 and make it, and then all of a sudden the Hounds are just in control, and we're down here scoring. But I want to talk first of all about Cash again.
Yeah.
Just he and his receivers, great job of the offensive line.
Yep.
Cash throwing the football exceptionally well.
Man, we were hitting him across that middle a lot tonight, and he's just experienced. I don't know what to say about him. He is just an experienced. It's almost like he just sits back there and he's just calm.
Right, he is, isn't he?
And he's not afraid to take a hit if he has to. He gets out of the pocket a little better than what you think he does, and he just sits in there and makes the throws. And that just comes from experience. The kid's work ethic. I can't tell you how many balls he's thrown in this field over the last 3 years,
right.
Practice and games. So it's just experience, and it's the kid just being confident in what he's doing. And man, he's really turned into a true leader this year.
Our receivers run great routes, and then after we catch the ball, our other guys block for them.
Yeah, and I did see that one time. We had I think it was Joyce maybe I can't remember, who had one across the middle there, and I can't remember who it was on this side. I think maybe JT picked up a block,
you bet,
him to the edge. I mean, so that's just people helping people right there, and that's how you get these wins, and that's how we roll right now. So
we talked about how it's contagious when people run the football hard and you play hard. 2 was running real hard, and then 4 got the ball a couple times. He ran the ball real hard, and then 5 got the ball, and then he ran real hard. And then all of a sudden, we got 3 guys that run the football hard.
Davis surprised me tonight.
Yeah,
he
ran the football hard.
Surprised me. He's been that kid that we try to get to that edge, and he can be just a game buster, man, on the edge. He ran the ball hard in the tackles tonight. I'm talking about hard, because one time I saw him run, and I saw him just carrying folks, and I thought to myself, well, who is that? Is that Monquel? Is that Clemmy? Because I wasn't thinking that.
Right.
Man, that's just a big game for that kid, and to show us what he can really do inside tackles.
He was solid tonight, no
Very
doubt
solid
about it, and he adds that extra burst of speed when he needs to. But if that guy can run the football inside the tackles, I mean, the sky's the limit for him.
It is.
Let's talk defensively, Coach. I thought, it says 35-14, but they throw a long pass to get on their first drive after wasn't too long, because with the onside kick, it just got a great bounce. They got a lucky break. They took advantage of that, throw a pass down there and then take it in. But they didn't get much after that.
Yeah, well, one of the big critical areas we always talk about sudden change, and when you have a big turnover like that in the onside kick that got us, it's hard to get a team picked up after that, and that's what you saw on that, and that happens so many times after a big play like that for them. And but I think our defense really growed up a little bit more tonight than they have. Joey's Clark, what we just had here, I talked him up in the halftime so much. He did a great job on the edge. He did a lot better on the edge this game that he's done in the last 2 games, and he's really it makes us. It cuts the field down so much, and those guys can set that edge. And I think that's what we saw tonight more, is setting that edge. And they had to throw a lot. I mean, they took a lot of shots, and I thought our kids really stepped up and made plays deep. And I think we growed up a lot tonight. I really do.
Well, I think our defensive line just kept coming on that, and I think we sacked the guy a couple of times late. But I do know this: he was under duress the whole night long. He never just got back to sit back there and say, "Okay, I'm gonna pick out a receiver."
Yeah.
We were after him.
Yeah, and he got out of the pocket a few times, because I talked about containing him a lot, because he was a runner. He was a runner, and he scared me to death on the scrambles, and you saw a lot of that. But I thought we had Jagger Robinson played almost pretty much the whole second half.
Right.
And that kid has a motor. Alex kind of tweaked his knee a little bit, so we pulled him and put Jagger in at nose, and man, we didn't hardly miss a beat.
He did well, didn't he?
I thought Jagger just ran to the football. I thought he was hungry the whole night when he was out there, and so I'm got some good stuff on film on Jagger Robinson this
Coach, 2-1, and you look at, give me an assessment of your first 3 ball games and where we are and where we need to be.
I think offense has proved to me what they truly can do. I've said it all along with this group, is they're the experienced group. They're our glue this year for this team, and I think another game plan this week that really went through. Cash can do it all for us. We got running backs that can do it, and O-line is very capable of putting us in a good run and a pass situation. I think our O-line or our offensive unit as a whole is very strong right now.
Right.
I think our defense, like I said, has grown up a lot over the last 3 weeks. I think they have started to figure out how they have to get downhill to stop the runs, and then just make plays on the back end. I think we're still growing and learning at that end. and the special teams were just still trying to get to that mistake-free field position type game, and it some of it because we're personnel and some dudes and trying to get some people on the field, but. I think everything's starting to gel and come together. I know this week we had a great week of practice.
Good.
And you always feel that way when you have a great week of practice. You know they're going to get a good result when you come out here. And I mean, home game, the atmosphere was awesome.
What a crowd. What a huge crowd.
Huge crowd. It's a great night because of the Heroes Appreciation. It's just everything just tonight. Like I told Ricky on the interview on the field, it's just storybook, man. It's just everything set up right. And it's just a great night. I'm glad to be part of it.
Well, we're excited about where the Newport Greyhounds are, 2-1, and you look at and listen. We played a tough schedule.
Yeah.
You play a 5A school and 2 solid 4A schools that are going to win a lot of football games. And we come out of 2-1.
Yeah, and then Pottsville. I think if we could have that back a little bit, we'd play a little bit different. Now they were physical, but we learned so much in that game. Learned so much in that game, and every game has just been a learning experience since then. So, man, I think we're right where we need to be, getting ready for a Walnut Ridge and a conference run.
I'm looking forward to the run. I think it's an opportunity for this football team to do very, very well, and you get into that meat of that schedule, which is the conference season, and that determines playoff seedings, and that's what you play for.
That's
and you play to get a good seed, and who knows who you match up with. You got to win enough games to get in.
You got to get
and
there.
Conference championship is always a goal, and obviously a state championship is always a goal. But I like where we're going, my friend. Mark Hasley with the George Kell Motor Company, or excuse me, the Subway and the Supercenter, the Walmart Supercenter, brings you the Coach Hasley Show each and every week. We thank you for taking time to come up and join us. And go Hounds.